everyone, my name's Erica.
And I'm Courtney.
And we're from tappingtwins.com. We're here just to do a little video, kind of talk about EFT, aka tapping. If you've never heard of it, it's an amazing technique and tool that you can use in your everyday life, and it's really easy to learn. So tapping is basically acupuncture, but without needles. So we don't use any needles at all. We just tap along our points. We have all these meridian channels, energy, chi, whatever you want to call it, that runs through our body. Sometimes it gets blocked with negative emotions, fears, thoughts, old beliefs. And then you're not living your life how you should be living it, in peace and harmony. So tapping is really cool. So we're just gonna get into it.
Okay, so before you start any tapping round, see the side of the hand right here. It's the fleshy part on the side of the hand, and this is where we begin every tapping round. And you would just want to state the problem, whatever the problem is. I think we're going to talk about feeling anxious or feeling nervous to return back to school. It is that time of year, unfortunately. So depending on your age, you know, how you would end it. So if you're younger, we're going to say, so even though I'm feeling so nervous to go back to school, I'm a great kid anyway. And that really works great for younger kids. If you're older, then feel free to change it to, you know, I deeply and completely accept myself. That might feel better for you. So whichever one feels better. We're going to say, I'm a great kid anyway, but feel free to change it and substitute whatever feels good for you. So before that you would start that, before you would kind of get 0 to 10 scale, how anxious and how nervous do you feel going back to school? Are you a 5 where you're kind of nervous, or are you a 10? And you can either do a 0 to 10 scale, 10 being the most nervous, or you can do kind of like your hands. Younger kids prefer kind of just with the hands, and you would say this is a 0, this is a 10, and where are you in between? So you would just start with, I just want to talk about where the tapping points are real quick. So after we do the setup phrase 3 times, then you're going to go to the top of the head. You can do, you can do all your fingers. You can just do a couple fingers, and this is where you would say, the reminder phrase. And then after that one, we're going to go to right here. This is the eyebrow, and it's right kind of where the hair starts right here. And about 5 to 7 times, and you just want to tap lightly, hard enough to feel your fingertips, but not too hard that you hurt yourself. And then we're going to go to the side of the eye right here, continuing following that bone, and then you're going to go under the eye, and then we're going to do under the nose, and then this is the chin point. It's actually right underneath the bottom lip. And then the next one is the collarbone. You can do 2 hands, you can do 1, you can do it with a fist. Sometimes kids like to do it as like they're pretending like they're a gorilla. And the last point is right under the arm here. It's probably like 3 to 4 inches below the armpit. Okay, so we're going to get into it.
All right, so we're going to use back to school jitters. So we can just say that somebody, your elementary child or your preschool child is super nervous about returning back to school. We're just going to keep it nice and general. So we're just going to go on the side of the hand right here, and we're going to take 2 to 3 fingers, and we're going to say, even though my child, or if you want your child to say it, even though I am so nervous about going back to school, I know I'm a great kid. Even though I'm so super nervous about the first day of school, I know I'm a great kid. Even though I'm so nervous about going back to school, I'm still a great kid. All right, and then we're going to tap on the head. So nervous. And if your child is nervous specifically about something, either meeting their new teacher or seeing all the kids, or they don't know where they're going to go, you can definitely put that in your tapping points. So for example, you can say, so nervous to meet my teacher. Side of the eye, I'm so nervous. Under the eye, what if my teacher doesn't like me? Under the nose, so nervous. And the chin, so nervous to meet my teacher. And the collarbone, so nervous. Under the arm, I'm so nervous. Then you're just going to take a nice deep breath. And this is where you'd ask your child, how do they feel? Do they feel a little bit less nervous? If they're still feeling nervous, then you could do another tapping round, and you could say, even though I'm still feeling nervous, I'm still a great kid. And you'd go all through that again.
And then sometimes if that, if just feeling nervous kind of feels better for them, then that's when other aspects or other things might come up that makes them nervous, that whether they're nervous to drive on the school bus or they're nervous that they might not have any friends in their classroom. And you kind of work through each one until it's all eventually clears and they feel better about it.
And two, I also wanted to add, if your child doesn't want to tap on themselves, they just don't want to do it for whatever reason, because they might think it's weird, and it does look weird, but it works. You can tap on them. So, I mean, here's your child, you can say, and you can take their hand and you can say, even though I'm feeling nervous, and then they can repeat it back, or they can just say it silently in their head. It works too.
As long as they're really thinking about what they're feeling nervous on and they're not thinking about, oh my gosh, I just want to get outside and play basketball or ride my bike, or they just really have to be tuned into what they're nervous or anxious about. Or
Right, exactly. So we kept it very general. So, if you're watching this and you're going to college and you're super nervous about going to that dorm, you just make it very specific to yourself. And even though I'm really nervous about meeting my roommate, I deeply and completely accept myself. We're saying a negative statement, but we're following it up with, you do accept yourself. Mm-hmm. And we have to remember that.
Yep. And if any of you guys have any ideas of what you would like us to do a video on, feel free to comment below so we can try to get that up for you guys.
Hey, that sounds great.
And I think, I can't remember if we mentioned, our Facebook is at Tapping Twins and our website is tappingtwins.com. So feel free to go over and take a look.
And make sure you like our page so you can always be up to date on our new video is going to be popping up.
All right, well, thanks guys for watching. We hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, and I also want to say too, if you are interested in a private session, we are certified EFT practitioners. Go to our website, shoot us an email, and we'll do one personalized to you.
All right, bye.
Bye, everyone.
Good luck at school.